Hello, my lovelies. So I have been guided to create a weekly reading for the collective, and here we go. Here's the first one. So I'm going to ring this ritual bell to open up the sacred space, and let's see what comes through. Okay. So a message I'm getting, and it's a very strong one, and it's the one that a lot of people who are very empathetic or sensitive can be a little bit uncomfortable with, is boundaries. And sometimes we can perceive boundaries as something that keeps us away from other people, keeps us from connecting, keeps us from expanding, and that's not really the case at all. True boundaries, good boundaries, are all about protecting what is sacred to you, what is important to you, what nourishes your soul. Sometimes it can be as simple as your sense of inner peace and protecting that from external influences. Sometimes those influences can be people you love or people you have some kind of dynamics with that you cannot extricate yourself from easily. It might be a work relationship, a business relationship of some sort, and that's okay. Sometimes we have challenges in our connections with people, and sometimes we're in a situation where we have to proceed and stay connected with them, regardless of the discomfort we might feel. In that case, what's important to remember is that there's such thing as true compassion, and the true compassion isn't just being nice to everyone or pretending that nothing bothers you or always being super flexible or giving into other people's wills, but it's having a deep sense of intuition and internal knowing and trying to do what's in your highest good and what you sense is in the highest good of the collective. So the good way to see if whatever it is you're up to, whatever it is you're wanting to protect is of that nature, is coming from a place of true intuition, is to drop down and see how it feels. Does it feel like a deep need? Does it feel like something that could bring more goodness to yourself and others? Does it feel like something you really care about for reasons that are that seem good to you regardless of your mood, so you don't have to be in the perfect benevolent mood to really feel that you need to take care of yourself, that you need to be mindful of your own space, your own energy, your own emotions, and taking care of them. That's a sweet energy. That's an energy of wanting to do well for yourself, so you can also be a sweeter, better presence in the world. And sometimes in order to do that, you actually have to say a strong no to something or someone, which can seem like a paradox, but in reality, you don't have to be always nice to people or energies or entities that cross your boundaries. You can be neutral, you can be strong in your saying no, you can even be stern if the situation really calls for it, because you are empowering yourself to protect this hard-won peace, this hard-won sense of sacredness inside from energies and people and situations that are not seeking that in the moment for themselves or for others. And it's good to give yourself permission to really sweetly, gently take care of yourself in that space. And sometimes that means strongly, even sternly, saying no to anything that tries to cross your true boundaries. And of course, ultimately, we can't control other people. And the only thing we can really control is the deep internal boundary of choosing how the situation will affect us. Is it going to destroy or ruin our day? Is it going to crush our vision? Is it going to maybe impact our trip or make us feel more insecure about our art or about our offerings, that's the part you have real control over. And that's a true boundary, is deciding whether or not those external energies can seep through that and ruin your day or impact your trip or make you feel more insecure. But that doesn't mean you can't say no as well. So you can say strong no on the outside, and then you have to also honor that internal boundary of making sure that you don't take on this invasion of some sort and turn it into something that, you know, your internal like love for drama might play with, which, you know, we'll have a little bit of that. So just making sure that you honor your part of the dance, of the boundary crossing dance, and not only you express the need for that boundary externally, but you also don't let whatever disruption it is kick you off course from your sacred path, from what you really know is important to you, from what you find nourishing and lovely, and things that you really need to have in order to thrive and create and have a sense of peace. So let's see, is there anything else? I'm just getting that even though it can be really hard to engage in those dynamics and to set a strong boundary and to say no, and there might be a bit of aftermath, especially for sensitive people, or feeling guilty or feeling like we just want to harmonize all the time and have a sense of peace, I'm actually getting it's important to remember that life is a playful experiment, and you can have a moment of a strongly worded boundary setting. That doesn't mean that you cannot be lovely to people and kind to people and harmonize with people overall and from that moment on. But sometimes even sometimes even the nicest people have to say no and protect what is really sacred to them. So I hope that this empowers you to take good care of yourself and of your creations and whatever it is that is sacred to you.